Can a demon ever earn humanity's trust? Protecting a demon is the greatest crime a demon slayer can commit. And today, Tanjiro has to convince the 9 Hashira that his sister deserves to live. After regaining consciousness, Tanjiro slowly opens his eyes. The first thing he sees is 9 intimidating swordsmen standing around him. Still weak from his injuries, Tanjiro looks around in confusion. He's been brought to the Demon Slayer Corps headquarters, and the warriors surrounding him are the Hashira, the 9 strongest Demon Slayers in the entire corps. But Tanjiro isn't here as a guest. He's here to answer for the greatest crime a Demon Slayer can commit. The Flame Hashira, Kyojuro Rengoku, doesn't think a trial is necessary. Protecting a demon is a direct violation of the corps rules. As far as he's concerned, Tanjiro should be executed immediately. The Sound Hashira, Tengen Uzui, casually remarks that if they're going to execute him, they should at least do it with style. The Love Hashira, Mitsurika Roji, can't help feeling sorry for Tanjiro. She quietly wonders if they really have to kill such a cute boy. The Stone Hashira, Gyome Himejima, simply claps his hand together and prays. Meanwhile, the Mist Hashira, Muichiro Tokito, seems completely uninterested. His mind has already drifted somewhere else. As the Hashira debate his fate, Tanjiro isn't thinking about himself. His eyes desperately search the courtyard. Where are Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke? The second Hashira, Obanai Iguro, suddenly changes the subject. If Tanjiro is guilty, then what about Giyu? After all, he also broke the corps rules by protecting the demon. The discussion over Giyu's punishment is quickly set aside. Right now, all eyes remain fixed on Tanjiro. He tries to explain himself, but a violent cough interrupts him. Seeing his condition, Shinobu calmly kneels beside him and offers him water mixed with pain medicine. After catching his breath, Tanjiro finally speaks. Nezuko isn't just a needy man. She's his younger sister. Yes, she has turned into a demon, but she has never eaten a single human being, and she never will. The Hashira remain unconvinced. To them, those are only words. Tanjiro refuses to back down. He explains that he became a demon slayer to protect Nezuko and one day turn her back into a human. It's already been more than 2 years since she became a demon, yet she hasn't harmed a single person. She has even fought alongside demon slayers to protect innocent lives. But the Hashira want proof, not promises. Suddenly, a harsh laugh echoes across the courtyard. Interesting. Tanjiro looks up. The Wind Hashira, Sanemi Shinazugawa, is already standing there, holding Nezuko's wooden box in one hand. His expression burns with anger and contempt. But impossible. Before anyone can react, his Nichirin blade flashes. He drives it straight through the wooden box. The blade pierces Nezuko's shoulder. Blood immediately begins dripping from the bottom of the box. Tanjiro's heart nearly stops. Blood continues dripping from the wooden box. For a split second, Tanjiro freezes. Then his anger takes over. Ignoring the ropes behind him, he charges straight towards Sanemi. I wanted to hurt my sister, no matter who you are! Sanemi isn't the least bit intimidated. He mocks Tanjiro's determination, as if protecting a demon is nothing more than a fool's fantasy. Before he can strike again, Giyu finally speaks. The master will be arriving soon. Sanemi pauses, but only for a brief moment. With a sharp swing of his Nichirin blade, he slashes horizontally toward Tanjiro. Even while restrained, Tanjiro reacts instantly. He throws himself forward, barely avoiding the blade. Then, thud! His forehead crashes straight into Sanemi's face. The Wind Hashira is sent stumbling backward. blood streaming from his nose. For the first time, the courtyard falls silent. Even the Hashira are caught completely off guard. Tanjiro quickly throws himself in front of Nezuko's box. His entire body trembles with anger. If they can't even tell the difference between a good demon and a bad one, they don't deserve to be called Hashira. Before Sanemi can retaliate, a calm voice echoes across the courtyard. The atmosphere changes instantly. The master has arrived. Tanjiro turns toward the voice. A frail-looking man slowly walks into the courtyard. Scars cover the upper half of his face. Yet despite his appearance, his presence is strangely warm, almost comforting. Tanjiro can't take his eyes off him. Then suddenly, Sanemi slams Tanjiro face first into the ground. It happens so fast. Tanjiro doesn't even see him move. As Tanjiro struggles to lift his head, he notices something incredible. Every Hashira has already dropped to one knee, their heads lowered in complete respect. Even Sanemi, who moments ago was shouting in anger, now speaks with flawless courtesy. He respectfully asks what should be done with Tanjiro Kamado. The man before them is Kagaya Ubuyashiki, the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps. Kagaya's answer leaves every Hashira speechless. He has already accepted both Tanjiro and Nezuko, and he asks the Hashira to do the same. Even with the master's request, most of the Hashira cannot bring themselves to agree. Seeing that the Hashira still aren't convinced, Kagaya quietly asks one of the attendants by his side to read a letter. It was written by Sakonji Urokodaki. In the letter, Urokodaki explains that ever since Nezuko became a demon, she has never harmed a single human life. And if she ever does, both he and Giyu Tomioka would take full responsibility by committing seppuku. Even the Hashira are stunned by such a vow. Tanjiro's eyes begin to well with tears. He never imagined that his former master and Giyu were willing to stake their lives on Nezuko. But Sanemi remains unconvinced. Kyojuro agrees too. Even if Urokodaki and Giyu commit seppuku, that won't undo the damage if Nezuko kills someone. Once an innocent life is lost, it can never be brought back. Kagaya gently nods. They are right. Nothing can undo a life once it's been taken. But then, he calmly points out something equally important. No one can prove that Nezuko will attack a human either. If the Hashira refuse to accept Urokodaki's promise, then they must present something even greater to justify rejecting it. No one has an answer. Then Kagaya reveals another reason for his decision. Tanjiro encountered Kibutsuji Muzen. The moment Muzen's name is spoken, the Hashira immediately erupt with questions. When did it happen? Where? What did he look like? Did he say anything? The courtyard fills with voices. Without saying a word, Kagaya simply raises his hand. The Hashira immediately fall silent and bow their heads once more. Tanjiro watches in amazement. Kagaya explains that after Tanjiro crossed paths with Muzen, Muzen sent demands after him. Perhaps he saw something in Nezuko as well, something worth keeping an eye on. But Sanemi refuses to accept it. To him, a demon is still a demon. Without another word, he slices open his own forearm. Blood begins pouring from the wound. The scent immediately fills the air. Holding out his bleeding arm over the box, Sanemi lets his blood drip into the box. Come on, take a bite! He is determined to expose Nezuko's true nature. Obanai quietly watches from the side. He doesn't think it'll work. The courtyard is still bathed in sunlight. After apologizing to Kagaya for the interruption, Sanemi carries the box inside the mansion, where the sunlight can't reach. Tanjiro's face turns pale. Stop! Nezuko! He desperately tries to chase after them, but Obanai is already there. The serpent Hashira restrains him on the ground before he can take another step. Inside the mansion, Sanemi wastes no time. He drives his Nichirin blade through the wooden box once again, taunting Nezuko to come out and drink his blood. Then he opens the box. Nezuko slowly rises to her feet. Blood drips from her wands. Sweat runs down her face. Her eyes lock onto Sanemi's bleeding arm. The scent of fresh human blood fills the room. Every Hashira watches in silence. This is the proof they've been waiting for. Outside, Tanjiro desperately struggles to break free. Obanai tightens his grip around him. The harder Tanjiro struggles, the tighter Obanai squeezes. Seeing this, Shinobu calmly warns him not to use his breathing technique. If he forces it while being restrained, he could rupture his blood vessels. But Tanjiro doesn't care. He keeps struggling, calling out to his sister. Then Giyu quietly steps forward. Without a word, he removes Obanai's hand from Tanjiro. Tanjiro lunges forward. Nezuko! Hearing her brother's voice, Nezuko turns toward him. Their eyes meet. Memories begin floating in her mind. Her family, the warmth of home, and Urokodaki's words. Humans are to be protected. Never hurt them. She looks back at Sanemi's blood. Every instinct tells her to drink it, but Nezuko clenches her teeth and turns away. She refuses it. A gentle smile appears on Kagaya's face. Sanemi stabbed Nezuko 3 times and even offered her his own blood. Yet, despite every instinct telling her otherwise, she never attacked. To Kagaya, that is all the proof he needs. Tanjiro and Nezuko are accepted. Then Kagaya turns his attention to Tanjiro. If he truly wishes to earn the Hashira's respect, he must first defeat one of the 12 Kizuki. Filled with determination, Tanjiro blurts out that he'll defeat Kibutsuji Muzan and put an end to the chain of suffering. A brief silence follows. Kagaya smiles gently. He reminds Tanjiro that defeating Muzan is still beyond his reach. For now, he should focus on defeating one of the 12 Kizuki first. Realizing he got carried away, Tanjiro immediately turns bright red with embarrassment. Several Hashira struggles to hold back their laughter. Even after everything that happened, they can't help finding his bold declaration a little amusing. Kagaya kindly reminds Tanjiro to choose his words more carefully. Then with the same gentle tone, he asks Obanai and Sanemi not to be harsh on someone so young. With the matter settled, Kagaya announces that it's time for the Hashira meeting to begin. Shinobu offers to take Tanjiro back to her estate to continue recovering. As the attendants escort him away, Tanjiro keeps glaring at Sanemi. He is still determined to headbutt him again for stabbing Nezuko. Before he can do anything, Michio casually flicks a hand of pebbles at him. The tiny rocks strike Tanjiro square in the forehead, leaving him too dizzy to resist. As he's dragged away, Kagaya gently calls out to him, "Please give my regards to Lady Tamayo." Tanjiro freezes. How does the master know Tamayo? Before he can even ask, the attendant continues pulling him towards Shinobu's estate. Embarrassed by all the trouble he caused, Tanjiro apologizes to the 2 corps members escorting him. As they enter the estate, they are greeted by a quiet girl peacefully playing with a butterfly. Her name is Kanao Tsuyori. Tanjiro has no idea that meeting her is about to change his journey as a demon slayer forever. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which Hashira was your favorite during the meeting and why? If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter of the story. And as always, thank you for listening to Manga with May. Until next time.